lahat ng standards natin are all unrealistic because there's no perfect human being. We only live once. YOLO SLR, you only live once, so Landi responsibly. Diba sabi ni Albert Einstein, doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different outcome is insanity. My point lang here is you have to start initiating something. Walang mangyayari kung wala kang gagawin. Landi tip number 17, confidently ask them out on a date. Do you want to begin dating but you don't know how to start? Do you have someone in mind that you hope you had a chance with but you just can't seem to find the courage to ask them out? Are you starting to think that it's time you put yourself out there but you just don't know how to find dates? And how can you actually date around in this generation with the current dating arena that we're all in? So in this episode of Landian with Dani, you're gonna know. Hey there, my pretty butterflies! Welcome to Landi tip number 17. Welcome to my podcast, Landian with Dani. Whether you're watching from Spotify or from YouTube, before we continue, if you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, please do. And please click the like button and the bell button. And in Spotify, don't forget to leave a 5-star rating and follow me on Spotify as well. And as you can see, I'm wearing the white version of our Landi Responsibly merch. So if you want to get this, it's linked in my bio in my Instagram and in my TikTok. Also, I'm gonna start to have like one-on-one consultations if you guys wanna share your land dilemmas with me. I'm currently not certified yet, but if you want to ask for my advice and we can have a one-on-one like date sesh, I'm gonna announce soon how we could do that. So I could help you guys with your land dilemmas. So yeah, dami kasi nagtatanong sa inyo. If you don't know yet, I started a series called 25 Dates in 2025 at 25 years old where I'm gonna go on 25 first dates this 2025 at 25 years old. Self-explanatory. And parang ang dami nagsasabi sa inyo, oh, she's just doing this for views. She's just doing it to reach the 25 numbers. She's just doing it to ganyan. Basta ang daming doubters, which I get you guys if you're doubting that the roster, the 25 dates roster that I have. But I'm here to tell you that those dates are actually sincere dates. Like, try to watch the videos. Hindi siya scripted. Like, sometimes my date and I even forget that the camera is on. Kaya sobrang dami naming, like, we keep on yapping. Like, all my dates, we keep on yapping. Kasi nakakalimutan namin that there's a camera. Because we're really taking the date seriously. And ako, I ask these guys out because eventually I want to find someone by the end of this year. If I find someone, then good. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna thank myself so much that I actually went on the 25 dates. But if I don't find someone, then that's okay because at least I tried. I am making the series with the hopes of inspiring you guys to also step out of your comfort zones. Do you think na I have the confidence, like 100% confidence to date out there? No, also. I also get anxious before I go on these dates. If I am not kabado, if I am not anxious, tao lang naman din kasi ako, kinakabahan din ako. Like, what would this guy think of me? Would this guy like ghost me? Would this guy like, I have those usual thoughts also. Would this guy think na I'm prettier online than in real life? I have those thoughts also. And you know, if I did not have these anxieties when I started my Landito, edi sana dati na ako gumawa ng 25 dates, diba? But no, I did my best last year in 2024 to love myself more, go on a self-love journey, and like just share with you guys my learnings when it comes to Lande, when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships. But now, this year, I realized that aside from helping you guys, I also should help myself. So this is me going on dates. This is me helping myself also to step further out of my comfort zone and actually meet new guys. So, wala lang. Sinasabi ko lang kasi baka a lot of you are like doubting na parang, oh, she's just doing this for views. No. These guys are actually guys that I want to get to know. If you're gonna ask me, sino na doon sa mga yon yung top 1 ko, secret. But yeah, in my head, I have a ranking of who I really actually want to go on a long-term commitment with. Anyway, so after the 25 dates, let's see if matatapos ko siya or if tatapusin ko siya with one person na lang or if I'm gonna ask some guys out on a second date after the 25 dates. Okay, anyway, a lot of you guys have questions. Paano ba makahanap ng jowa? These are questions that I get when I post my 25 date series on TikTok or on YouTube. Paano makahanap ng jowa? Saan ba kayo nakakahanap ng i-date? Like, is it wise to date around? And can I date someone I don't initially like? So these are all valid questions. And I also had these questions before I actually dated out, and asked these guys out. But think of it as a research na lang. Think of yourself as, I don't know, a flirting athlete, that you're doing this for research, you're doing this for training. And like, diba, if you want to know something nowadays, you immediately go on TikTok or on Google to search that something, to get to know that answer. And it's also like in dating. Like, if you want to meet someone, okay, merong dinestin sa'yo si God and the universe. I really do believe that. Like, I had this one date, sabi niya, don't worry, like, it's all written in the stars. And that's ingrained in my head. See, if you go on dates, I'm gonna keep on yapping about my different dates in the rest of my podcast episodes kasi ang dami ko natututunan sa kanila. Aside from me learning a lot about myself, I also learn a lot about life because of these guys, like different guys. So yun, my date number 5, he told me, kasi parang nakwento ko sa kanya na I have all these like anxieties in life and like what if I don't reach my goals, what if I don't reach my dreams. So sabi niya, ano ka ba, Dani, it's all written in the stars, don't worry about it, like work hard but don't worry too much about it. And sabi nung date number 4 ko naman, it's okay to look back. Your past is the reason why you are who you are right now, but don't forget to live in the present. Don't always live in the past and don't live in the future. You have to stay present, diba? Ang dami ko natutunan sa kanila. Anyway, so because of that, when you want to know something, you immediately search it up on Google and on TikTok, right? Just like in dating, like you have to find a solution. You have to act. Tinatanong mo, bakit wala pa akong jowa? Bakit do you put yourself out there? Do you join different communities? Do you talk to different people? Explore different communities, whether that be online or in real life? Do you... Basta, yun yung question eh. Do you actually do something to meet the next jowa or the next potential someone in your life? Because if you're just at home, you're not doing anything, you're always hanging out with the girls, wala talaga mangyayari, girl. And if you don't go on dating apps, wala talaga mangyayari. Again, it's not bad to go on dating apps. Hindi naman porket makikipag-usap ka sa dating app, magiging jowa mo na siya. Kasi a lot of you guys, this is such a nonsense concern na parang, I don't wanna go on dating apps, Dani, kasi ayoko yung meet cute ko from online. Bakit? How are you sure na magkakajowa ka because of online dating apps? I treat online dating apps as my training ground. Like for me to converse with guys, for me to know what types of, or like anong different tactics yung ginagamit nila, yung mga ganon. You can use dating apps in a lot of ways, not just to get a boyfriend. Like you can also get dates there. And it's just the first step talaga. You have to do something. You have to act. You have to make a decision. Ang dami nyo kasi nagtatanong na saan nyo ba nahanap yung mga ka-date nyo, pero you don't put yourself out there. Compare ka lang ng compare. Scroll ka lang ng scroll online. Yun lang sinasabi ko. Like, reklamo kayo ng reklamo, wala naman kayong ginagawa. So, what if God already has a plan for you? The universe already has a plan for you, but you just have to take the necessary steps for that plan to move, to take place. Alam mo yun? Medyo, hindi naman naggalit, di rin naman disappointed, but like, I'm having this tone with you guys because I'm like talking to my younger self because I've been on the questioning end. I have had all these questions as well. Like, I relate to you guys. But before, I did not do anything about it. Not until now that I'm going on the 25 dates. Okay, this is a motivation. At first, I'm not gonna lie, at first, when I was like asking the first few dates out, parang naisip ko, okay, this is for work. This is for my audience. This is to inspire them. Yun lang yung tumatakbo sa isip ko. But when I went on the 3rd, 4th, 5th, so on dates, I was like, damn, why did I not just ask guys out before? It's scary. It's scary to ask them out if you haven't done it in the first place. Pero kapag nagawa mo naman na siya once, tapos, don't get me wrong ang daming guys na nag-reject din sa akin. Like, sorry, Dani, I'm just not in the right headspace, ganyan. Gusto ko sabihin, dude, this is just like one video. Shut the heck up. But like, no, I realize that they're not really ready. Maybe I'm not their type. Maybe they're shy with the camera. Maybe they just really don't want to go on a date with me. And it's fine. Because there are other guys there that said yes. And not gonna lie, yung mga guys na I really didn't want initially based on their profile on Instagram, sila pa yung dates that actually went well. Kasi this is the problem that we have. We have social media right now, diba? So kapag meron na tayong like potential option to go out on a date with, we're gonna go on their social media agad. We're gonna stalk them. Then when we don't like this person, hindi na natin bibigyan ng chance. Do not do that. Because I did that multiple times before. And it's just now that I'm realizing that what you see on social media is not real. Dude, like yung mga dates that I went on, it went so well. well. These are the guys that I was like, parang ayoko based on their social media profile. But like, when I went on the dates naman, na parang gusto-gusto ko yung profile nila on Instagram, I'm like, oh, he has a nice lifestyle, he dresses nice, ganyan. When it comes to conversation, they're not that good during the date. So just give it a try, give it a try. At the end of the day, trust me, it's not that scary if you actually try asking people out. I swear, you just have to surpass the first stage of asking one person out, or like having this one person say yes to go on a date with you, because I swear that feels so good. Whether their answer be a yes or a no, mas magiging confident ka na to ask others out. And I'm telling you, the first date you're gonna go out on doesn't necessarily mean that you should go on a second date with them. That date doesn't necessarily have to be your next boyfriend or your next girlfriend. Treat this as your flirting ground talaga, like a flirting athlete, a flirtleet. Treat yourself as a flirtleet. Para pagdating ng the one na dinastin na universe sa'yo, alam mo na yung gagawin mo. Hindi ka matutungangan na parang, so what's gonna happen? So, what if, diba? You are at the other end, na parang this guy really likes you. You like this other guy as well. But, hindi ka nag-practice to flirt. Hindi ka nag-practice how to communicate with guys. So, sa date nyo, kahit gustong-gusto mo siya, tutunganga ka lang na ganon. For you not to show that you're actually shy, that you're actually kinikilig, you're gonna act nonchalant, and this would result to the guy thinking that you do not like him. I've also been in that end, na parang I like this guy so much, na parang sabi ko sa sarili ko, okay, I'm gonna treat this guy differently because yung nilike ko na guy before, sabi niya masyado akong clingy. So, the next guy that I liked, I told myself na parang okay, hindi ako magiging masyadong clingy. Yun pala, gusto niya na clingy. So, basta yun, it's like a process. If you don't put yourself out there initially, it's okay to make mistakes because it's in mistakes that you learn. I wouldn't be able to have the courage to go out on these 25 dates if I did not have like failed relationships, failed crushes, failed talking stages in the past. So you have to go through these instead of like, what if umabot sa point na you're old enough and wala ka na talagang choice, like you have to settle because you have future plans na, most especially if you want to have like a future family, if you want to have kids. Syempre, di ba, abot ka na sa point na parang age mo na parang, okay, wala na talaga. The next guy I meet, kahit hindi ko siya masyadong type, I'm gonna settle with him. That is what we do not want to do. We do not want to settle. I don't want you guys to settle because yun lang yung option nyo. Okay? So, sorry, ang dami ko ng yap, but for the sake of this podcast, fine, I'll give you a step-by-step approach, okay? Let's use an acronym. I love using acronyms, if you watched my other episodes, but let's use the acronym Landi. L stands for look for your options. A stands for ask them out. N stands for new mindset. D stands for discuss your boundaries and your expectations. And 5 stands for initiate. Let's go through each of these one by one. L, look for your options. This is what I don't like about social media. Social media gives us humanly impossible standards. Sa tingin nyo ba, yung mga magjowa sa social media, sobrang 100% type nila yung isa't isa? At the first time na nakita nila, sabi nila, parang, he's my super type. No. A lot of these people had different stories. And these people, yung mga nakikita niyong relationship goals, these people took risks before they actually ended up in that situation. My point is, you don't look for your 100% ideal person. Don't wait for that 100% ideal person to come into your life because you won't find that person. Because, okay, you have standards because this is the perfect person that you want to be in a relationship with. But I'm telling you ngayon pa lang, lahat ng standards natin are all unrealistic because there's no perfect human being. You have to keep that in mind. It's okay to have standards, but having those standards and actually making all these standards non-negotiables, it's not realistic. I'm telling you, ngayon ba lang. Believe me, I tried, and a lot of people in long-term marriages also tried. You know what? Before I did Landi tips, ever since I was young, I love asking people, I love asking couples, married couples, about their love stories. And it's always common. It's common, I'm not saying everyone, but it's always common that the women, yung mga asawa nila ngayon, hindi nila initially type. My mom was like that. My lola was like that. My other lola was like that. Hindi talaga nila super type yung guy at first, but they gave the guy a chance. There are also stories with guys na parang hindi naman talaga nila inakala na magiging sila nung girl, but they ended up marrying each other. This is because they gave each other a chance. Para feel nila, okay, medyo vibes tayo, what if we give it a shot, you know? Kasi, di ba, may kasabihan na, there are plenty of fish in the sea. I do believe that that is true. But sa sobrang daming fish, all you have to do is just have to choose someone. Again, hindi mo siya jojowain. You're just gonna take this person out on a date. Okay? So, number 1, look for your options. And looking for your options comes with like putting yourself out there in a sense na literally lumabas ka ng bahay. Like, meet friends of friends, have hobbies outside of work, outside of school. Because it's, I don't know parang nakakasad lang sometimes na parang when I speak to people, tapos sabihin nila na, wala, I'm not meeting other new people na. So parang na-realize ko, my lifestyle pala, I keep on meeting a lot of new people, which I think I thank myself for it. Because I keep on trying a lot of things that would help me heal my inner child, and like trying a lot of things na parang I know I'm passionate about during my early 20s. Para when I reach my 30s, nasabi ko na sa sarili ko na, oh, I tried it, parang not for me, but I love doing it, but it's not my passion. Parang, you know, you have to put yourself out there more, you know? Hindi naman, and there are a lot of options talaga. You don't need to spend a lot. You just have to meet new people, find connections, ganyan. And you can, I swear, that's putting yourself out there. Try to meet new people. Try to join different types of communities, whether that be online or in real life. Ask them out. Again, think of yourself as a flirting athlete, a flirtlead. So whether that's a friend of a friend, a coworker, a schoolmate, or make acquaintance, it's very acceptable to ask them out on a date. If kung ayaw mo ma-pressure, try asking them out on a friendly date. Like, it doesn't have to be romantic pa lang on the onset, at the start. Like, you can go on friendly dates. Actually, kahit nga hindi mo crush Kasi we have this like thought ingrained in our tradition, in our Filipino culture na kung sino ide-date mo, yun yung jojowain mo. But we're at a different generation. We have different avenues to search for someone. Hindi naman tayo katulad ng mga lolo-lola natin na kung sino lang yung abot ng mata nila, yun lang. Kasi diba, gano'n naman before, kapitbahay mo, schoolmate mo, sobrang bihira lang nun yung LDR. Kasi paano ka mag-LDR, wala ka naman social media. But now we have social media, we have all the options in the whole world. So all you have to do is choose. All you have to do is try it out. Go on a friendly date. Just go on a date to train yourself to communicate with the gender that you're attracted to. Again, be a flirt lead. And also, try to practice rejection therapy. This is what this is what I'm applying now in my 25 date series. Whenever I ask guys out, I have this thought na agad na para, okay, this person has a high chance of saying no to me. So imagine if this person actually says no, I'm like, okay, sige, I understand. But if this person says yes, that's like an additional, oh my God, you said yes. In my mind, like, oh my God, you said yes. Okay. Rejection therapy. Assume mo na that they would reject you, so that if they reject you, you're gonna be fine. But if they say yes, you're gonna feel extra good about it. Parang that's how I see rejection therapy. So try that. Because at the end of the day, we only live once. YOLO SLR, you only live once, so Landi responsibly. It's better to make mistakes now, be embarrassed now, instead of like regretting that you didn't even try, diba? Okay, next, new mindset. I acknowledge that, okay, ito when you go out on dates this 2025 or whatever year that you're watching this, there's definitely a risky side to it. So, you have worries. Baka ma-fall ka, baka ma-fall siya, baka masyadong magastos, baka sayang time and effort mo. Okay, pag na-fall ka, edi good. You have a chance of finding love. You have a chance to find your next person. Any type of love doesn't come with a perfect story. Hindi yan puro rainbows and butterflies. You have to realize that. Because in social media, diba, yung mga pinapost nila, I keep on mentioning social media because a lot of you guys, parang yung sentiments nyo, yung worries nyo, it all stems from what you see on social media. Again, social media is not real. Hindi naman pinapakita ng mga couples yung mga away nila. Hindi naman pinapakita ng mga couples yung mga red flags ng mga significant others nila. Diba? You always show the good side. So, don't rely on social media because you just get depressed. You're just gonna expect a lot. You're just gonna expect too much. So, go out there. Once you find love, you would know that love isn't about rainbows and butterflies. Love is a choice. Love is a choice. You would choose to be with this person, diba? You like because and you love despite. All these things that I'm saying would not make sense if you don't try. Okay, what if na-fall siya and you don't feel the same way? Do not ghost them. Mahirap din aminin sa person kapag you don't feel the same way about them. But if that happens, put yourself in their shoes. What would you feel if the person that you like bigla na lang ginost ka? Diba ayaw mo rin yun? So, sabihin mo sa kanila, communicate it to them properly. Hindi kinakailangan na porket nag-date kayo, hindi na kayo mag-uusap afterwards. Hindi kailangan na porket nag-date kayo, hindi na tuloy magiging awkward na kayo afterwards. You can still be friends after. Dito na papasok ka na yung maturity, your experience when it comes to relationships, whether that relationships be friendships, romantic relationships, or family. What if your concern is magastos? Eto ha, I acknowledge that the Philippine economy is so bad. Like, we need to ipon. We are not mayaman. We are not nepo babies. I know that. So, because of this, if you think that this is magastos, edi date within your budget. If you know that you don't have that much money, date people na alam mo namang hindi sanay sa lavish lifestyle. Right? Whether you're a girl or you're a boy, whether your opinion is 50-50 or like KKB or like you pay or they pay on the first date, date within your budget. If your type is someone who has a lavish lifestyle, then work hard. Mag-ipon ka for the date. You know, don't always blame stuff on the economy. Don't always blame stuff on the government. Okay, you can, but don't always do it like that. Kasi at the end of the day, if you don't find solutions for yourself, you would always blame it on the external factors. You're not gonna be a better person. You're not gonna improve yourself. Yun yung gusto ko sabihin sa mga tao. Like, reklamo kayo na reklamo, but you're not doing anything to improve yourself, your lifestyle. What would complaining do to you? Nothing. It would just stress you out. It would just give you wrinkles and fine lines. And you would just have a bad mood overall. But if you do something to improve your life, anyway, that's like another hell of a topic that I can tap on, but that's a topic for another day. Anyway, but yeah, if that's your na magastos, find dates na within your budget. Yun lang yun. There are a lot of options. You don't need to go to a nice spa. You don't need to go to an expensive restaurant. If you really like this person, you want to give this person a chance, you can go to like an affordable place. You can walk in the park. You can, ang daming free stuff also in life, okay? So don't just think about the clout. Don't just think about the soft launch photos that you're gonna post. Date within your budget. Ito, what if your concern is sayang sa time, money, and effort? If you want a jowa, if you want to find your someone, and you're not doing anything different, diba sabi ni Albert Einstein, doing the same thing again and again and expecting a different outcome is insanity. Again, your next significant other won't just appear at your doorstep. You have to change something, either about yourself, about your life, about your lifestyle, about how you go about with things. You have to pick, you have to choose to do something, okay? D, the next one is discuss your boundaries and expectations. Okay? So when you're on a date already, it's normal to ask about your expectations para hindi kayo ma-disappoint, because the more you expect, the higher the chance of disappointment. Okay? So I have this friend, nagulat ako kasi kinuwento niya, start pala ng date nila, tinanong na agad ng guy, are you date to marry? That's a very valid question, most especially nga if you're ready to find a long-term relationship already. Because at the ons, or like kunyari, okay, fine, the date's going well. You're already together for like 2 hours. It's very valid to ask that question. Kasi yung isa sa inyo ma-fall, yung isa sa inyo mag-expect. It's very valid to ask na parang, are you dating around? Or are you like looking for someone na talaga, like long-term? Kung parehas kayo nag-look for long-term, great. Kung parehas kayo nag-look for like fun lang, casual dating, great. But it's better to talk about it early on pa lang para hindi masayang yung time nyo. Alam mo yon? You can tell them. Like, communication lang talaga. Hindi ko alam. Like, guys, you just have to communicate it. Communicate it for yourself, okay? So, if you're dating around, tell them. If you're finding the one, tell them. If you know that you just want to get to know yourself more, your preferences, you have to let them know that. Kasi it's so sad na our perceptions right now are mostly shaped by society and social media to the point that we lose our identity and our own morals. Na parang, kasi sabi sa social media, casual dating lang eh. Kasi sabi sa social media dapat exclusive eh. Paano kung ayaw mo? Paano kung ayaw niyo naman? This is why you should go out there talaga. Kasi yung mga nakikita niyo non-negotiables, yung mga nakikita niyo red flags, yung mga nakikita niyo standards in social media, most of those aren't realistic and most of those aren't 100% applicable to you. Kasi iba-iba tayo ng upbringing. Iba-iba tayo ng culture sa house, sa family. Iba-iba tayo ng values. Iba-iba tayo ng religions. So it doesn't always 100% apply. Kasi dito na papasok yung what if sinasabi sabi sa social media, dapat 50-50. Pero alam mo naman sa'yo na pinalaki ka, let's say, I have this one friend, the girl, super spoiled siya ng dad niya. That's why now, she does not agree with 50-50 because until now, her dad still spoils her. Like, her dad, fina-full tank yung car niya. Her dad, like, treats her out on, like, dinners and lunches. You cannot blame this girl if this girl was loved and provided for by her dad. Alam mo yun, parang iba-iba tayo ng upbringing eh. Kunyari ako, I am okay with 50-50 because I grew up thinking that I should be practical with my money. So I understand if the guy would like to save as well. Because I understand that if the guy is like also casually dating around like I am right now, gets ko yung 50-50. Paano kung yung dinedate nyo, sanay na well-provided siya ng parents niya and hindi naman siya dating around. This person is like long-term. Kaya nyo dapat pag-usapan yung mga ganong bagay because you don't want to be disappointed. You have to be clear. Like, it's okay to want the roller coaster, the thrill in dating, but at the end of the day, para hindi ka mapagod, it's okay to be clear about it. And if you think about it, being clear about your intentions when it comes to dating, it's actually additional plus points, additional attractive points. If a guy is vocal about what he wants in the relationship and he doesn't give mixed signals meaning na parang, kasi, isa pa yung mixed signals na yan. If a guy just tells me na he wants fun, I'm gonna acknowledge na parang, thank you for telling me that. If a guy wants to take me seriously, thank you for telling me that. At the end of the day, you would thank each other for being straight up. You know, if you don't know pa what you want, tell that person, actually, I'm dating around, but I really don't know pa what I want. Siguro, kapag na-meet ko na yung gusto kong seryosohin, dun ko lang malalaman. That's very valid. That's very valid. Other people pa say na parang let them come to you. Pero ikaw, diba, sa social media, girls say na parang, no, let them come to you. I don't chase, I attract. Ganun. It's a valid thought. But ako, I never actually had that mindset. Because ako, when I like somebody, when I like a guy, I do something about it. Parang I wouldn't let myself suffer because I want this guy and this guy is not doing anything. I'm gonna do something about it. I don't makikita na you don't really have to agree always on what social media says. Okay, if you're that type of person na parang, oh, they come to me, good for you, girl. But I grew up kasi that I was so insecure about myself, about my appearance. So now, I hope that I overcame that insecurity to the point that I'm super sure of myself. Na parang, okay, if I flirt with you, you flirt with me back, good job. Yay, kilig ako. But if not, edi okay. Edi, I'll find the next guy. Alam mo yun, you can build character, you can build your self-worth, your self-esteem, your self-confidence once you get yourself out there and once you get humbled by these people. By people that you like and by people na parang you're just taking a chance on di mo naman sila super type tapos nireject na nila. When you think about it, ang saya sa feeling kapag na-humble ka. Kasi nare-realize mo na parang, oh, like hindi pala ako type ng person na to. Super satisfying sa feeling kapag nakikita ko yung mga friends ko na sanay na nilalapitan ng mga tao at na-humble sila. Kasi parang that's when you realize that wala, iba-iba tayo ng type. Iba-iba tayo ng preferences. Okay, lastly, ang haba na ng episode na to. But lastly, initiate. You have to initiate talaga. At the end of the day, my point lang here is you have to start initiating something. Walang mangyayari kung wala kang gagawin. Even if you listen to thousands of podcasts and watch millions of videos online, advices, tips, whatever, if you don't take any actual action, you won't get what you want. Flirting and dating is a journey. So now you have to take this journey for yourself. Because if you think about it, if all of us don't make a move, no one will. Okay? Guys, refusing to make the first move nowadays, I also want to touch on that on the next episodes. But yeah, for now, I hope that you had a lot of realizations in listening to this episode. Because yeah, I have a lot of thoughts talaga. And going through these 25 dates, I get to realize and learn a lot more as I go through them. So this is going to be a journey for all of us. For me, for you watching this, and for may mga ka-dates. So before I end this, I just want to say talaga na the love of your life won't just automatically appear on your doorstep. You know that. I know that you know that. So habang wala pa sila, research, train yourself. So when they come into your life, you already know what to do. You already know what you want to do. And you already know what may or may not work in these interactions. Right? Okay. So again, if you want to schedule a one-on-one Landi yapping session with me, for now, you can DM me on my Instagram at Dani infinita. You can follow me there and at Landian with Dani so we can schedule a one-on-one if you guys want to. Then also, I hope that you guys have fun, get inspired, and stay tuned in my 25 Dates series. So that's posted on YouTube every Thursday night, 7 p.m. And the podcasts have a new schedule. We're gonna post every Sunday night, 7 p.m. as well. So all 7 p.m. Sunday night, 7 p.m. and the YouTube vlogs are on Thursday, 7 p.m. Again, you can purchase my merch through my Instagram bio and my TikTok bio. You can see it there. Just stalk me. And yeah, don't forget to leave this podcast a 5-star rating and follow on Spotify. Or if you're watching from YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Click the like button. Comment your relandizations, whether you're on Spotify, on YouTube. And on YouTube, click the bell button as well. So thank you so much for watching. Always keep your head up high and learn from troubles that pass you by. And always remember to lend responsibly. You should go date out there, okay? Ask them out on a date. Bye-bye. Mwah!